This is a test. In the music business, we say check one, check two, check, 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 checking one, checking two. This is a test. Blackie Fitzpatrick, 4:37 Central European Time. Back of the net, coming from Golf. I want to see who shows up. Okay. I don't want to have copyright infringement problems, so I'm going to... this is a test. I talked to Heather. I didn't say anything out loud at Gorf's, but I got a little bit bored. I mean, I liked it when he played my music. That was pretty cool. I had a little cat nap. Isabel says she doesn't want to stay awake forever, so but she's happy playing her games, and I had a cat nap, and then I woke up, and my eyes opened up, and Gorf says, hey, now we're going to play. I have to do Gorf's voice. Now we're going to do Blackie Fitzpatrick. And so I was bouncing back from that, and then I looked on, and I was like, shit, JB was on, Gorf was on, I was sleeping, and now I'm going to do a sign-out show. Maybe I'll do 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. But I thought, talk about no advertising. And I told Heather, I says, Heather, this is a coded message. I don't even know if Heather figured it out. I think she did. Yeah. Okay, now I'm reading it. She says, I think this is real. Heather says, hi, Blackie. Bunker says, Fitz, yo, back of the net. This is spontaneous, Blackie Fitzpatrick. Okay? Okay, this is how, beer's in the house. This is how we roll. Sorry, I was getting a little bit bored. I'd like to watch the Gorf for a little bit, and then I was like, I have a nice pillow and a place where I can fall asleep over here. And I was like, is he going to play my music? And don't get me wrong, I love the gospel, and it's really great stuff. And maybe hold on a second. If I'm truly honest, I like it when he says my name. Well, we got Blackie Fitzpatrick playing a song from Ben Arslan. I'm falling asleep. Okay, when he talks like that, it's like a gentle wind going through my ear on fucking Martha's Vineyard, and I'm like, I wasn't even stoned today. Okay, I didn't take any Baldrian. I still haven't even finished my bottle of red wine. I'm like, damn. Joy's back in the house. Joy called me a sexy beast on Gorf's channel, and I said that word to those two words to my girlfriend Isabel, and she says, Blackie, you are a sexy beast. And I says, why? Only because I'm tall and I have no ass? No, I had a lot of fun with Gorf. We're all doing the tall guys with no ass joke, and that's really funny, and that's fucking great. Whatever. My ass looks small. It makes my dick look bigger. And there's a lot of great tall guy jokes about having a skinny ass. Who gives a shit? But sexy beast. Well, I don't know if I ever heard that one before. So thank you so much, Joy. Now, everybody knows everybody here. It's good. I got a small crowd. Press like. I know it's not going to be big. And JB, it looks like he was kind of passing out. I'm going to do a little tiny show here to say bye-bye, guy. Steve-O's in the house. Good. Joy is clarifying, like me, I was out Gorf, got stoned, JB ate Sammy, now I'm here. Good! Okay. Yeah, I was back and forth. I didn't get stoned. I just got tired, and I was like, and I was like, I asked him politely. I was like, can you play my music? He did it last week, and it was like, and then he played some stuff, and I was like, oh, that's very cool. And then I was like, I'm getting mesmerized by the voice of Gorf. I've been a professional trained in how to speak like Barry White. don't get me wrong, Gorf. If you're watching this on a replay, I like that. That's DJ talk. That's fucking cool. Okay? I like to also talk normal talk. No, we got a good crowd here. I like this. I like this. I like this. And I like the 50-50 ratio. Half women, half girls. Sexy beast. The word beast, I'm not sure. Sexy? Maybe. I don't know. On stage, everybody looks sexy. Did you ever see a live concert of Meatloaf? Okay? That motherfucker, Meatloaf? Give me a break. Meatloaf is sexy. Anybody who was on a stage is sexy. You put a spotlight on a fucking dog's turd and it looks sexy. Okay? They know how to do that shit. Steve-O says, Blackie, YouTube hasn't zapped your chat yet? One time they did, but not yet. I've been shut down a couple of things. Joy says it's a 70s thing. Correct. Heather says, Gorf's voice sounds like a nighttime DJ. Correct. We had in Chicago in the 80s. Correct. Yeah. Well, hey, Heather. As you're falling asleep, make sure you tuck in the kids. Put all the leftovers in the refrigerator. This song is from Journey. Enjoy. And fucking everybody passes out. Oh, I like Gorf. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of Gorf. I really am not. I'm having fun with him. Everybody has their own persona. It's going to be funny to see JB and me together on fucking... JB... And I think everybody knows. Press 1 if you know what JB and me are going to do. Okay? Yes, Bunka. Flush. Did you guys get notifications? Because I did. This is really zero. I mean, I had a coded speech to Heather once on Gorf. I didn't tell anybody. Do you guys got notifications? Press 1. Because this is really no advertising. I didn't go to Gramps. I didn't go anywhere. I had a private conversation with Heather, and I said I'm gonna make it a secret. So I didn't even tell anything. Good. So everybody got okay. Good. It was like, oh, good. So we'll wait. We'll see how many people come in. I asked Isabella if it's okay, and she said, yeah, sure, it's okay. I like being part of Gorf's show, and he was playing my music, and it's pretty cool. I'm not making fun of Gorf. I'm not making fun of JB. Everybody has their different personality and different characteristics. Heather, okay, Heather says, 1, I got the alert. But Heather, I actually talked to you in code. That means, Heather, you didn't understand what I was telling you at Gorf's? Because I was telling you a private message. And sometimes I am complicated. I study music. It's complicated. I was trying to tell you, I was like, I'm going to start up my thing and see what happens. Beer says he's back in the house. Good. No, no, it's been, hey, look, what the fuck is today? Well, now it's Saturday for me, but, and for you guys, it's almost Saturday. And for me, it's a bloody fucking week of, hey, you know what? Let's be fucking happy. Heather says, I did understand the message, but I got the alert on my phone too. I know you did, Heather, because I know you're one of the smart girls. I was talking to you, you were talking to me. I wasn't trying to belittle you, okay? I know you didn't take it the wrong way. I was like, Heather will get this. And nobody else, but nobody, that was a private conversation between Heather and me. And I was like, I'm going to go live and see what the fuck happens. Now, my thing says 7 watching. Good. So everyone said, oh, hey. Alec or Blackie is live now. Great. Okay. Why? Because we want to fucking turn our brains off. Why? Because it's fucking Friday night party. Cheers. What are you drinking? Everybody tell me. I don't even care if it's fucking green tea. Kanga Kang, tell me you're having green tea. Okay? Kanga Kang says, what a joy having a beer with Heather while Archie says hi to Steve-O. Correct. Come on, this is a good crew. This is the Friday night fucking bar party. Okay? For Blackie Fitzpatrick, for everybody around the planet, not just America, not just Canada, not just England. I'm living in Vienna. Try to imagine this. Try to imagine JB coming to Vienna. He's going to love it here. I'll say this one thing. Everybody around the world, first world problems go out the fucking window. Cheers, what are you drinking? Starscream's back in the house. Sweet. Coconut, aloe water, and rum. Sounds good to me. Heather says, I'm drinking ice water. I like to hydrate. Good girl. Nothing wrong with it. Tell us. I know Kenya always says green tea. Tell us what you're drinking. You got to hydrate yourself. Because there's water in this wine, I think. Is there water in this Cabernet? Yeah. It says water. No, it doesn't say water. I think it's good. No, Bunker is right. JB and Blackie's live show from Vienna is going to be fucking back of the net. I would say that. It's going to be funny as fuck. And we're going to be a great tag team. It's going to be fucking super, super hilarious. Bunker says, I'm drinking tea and honey. Good. Kangan clarifies, my green tea has honey and ginseng. He's on drugs. Green tea has caffeine. Ginseng is even worse. Whatever. Drink what you gotta drink. Everybody has to drink. Have your fluids. Okay? I got a fucking broken foot. I drink. Have your fluids. Everything's gonna be fucking fine. Okay, 1 o'clock is finished. Joy says, soda. OMG, I'm going to hell. Food police will kick door in. Correct! No, soda water, I never got into soda water. I don't know. I like tap water. But in London, tap water is okay. If Tony shows up, I like tap water from England. I love tap water. Faucet water in Vienna. Fucking love it. It was okay for me in Boston. In Florida, and Beer will say he understands. And Heather will too, because Heather, you're from Tampa. The tap water in Florida, fucking shit, man. That fucking sucks. So you got to buy your own water. King and Kang says, ew, soda water, ew. Heather says, I can drink alcohol with all the meds I'm on for my brain and the body pain, so I have fun watching you guys drink. Laugh out loud. Good! Good, Heather. We're making everybody happy. And Heather's one of the superstars here. Everybody loves Heather. Especially her husband, which is why she's not going to come to Vienna with JB. So Starscream, Starscream, you are the next candidate. It's kind of funny. This is like anybody who is as old as me understands the dating game. And look, I got a girlfriend. Isabel's in the other room. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. But JB likes to flirt with the idea that he might meet a girl online. Maybe. I don't know. And Starscream, you're next. He tried Heather. Heather said, fuck off. I got a boyfriend or a husband. So Starscream, you're next. Starscream, are you single? No, Florida water is shit, so I'm sorry. I'm reading too fast here. Starscream, are you single? Because if you are, you're in trouble. No, JB's on to you, Star. Oh shit. News alert. Starscream says, I met my ex of 13 years off of MySpace. And she clarifies, I am single. Okay, JB's the next one. No, or it could be me. She says I am single. Yeah. No, but you have to make sure you have $2,000 because JB wants to come to Europe. And to come to Europe, it doesn't. you have to have a little bit of money saved up. So if you're in the plus, if you're in the black, right, and the red means you're broke, and the black means you're above. So if you have enough money, and, hey, come to Europe with JB. It'd be really funny actually. And who knows? I don't know. I think JB's really cool. It's gonna be funny to see if both of us can stay out of jail. That's I think gonna be the channel. That's gonna be that might. I always said I have 5 books in my head, but if JB comes to Vienna in July, I actually might have a 6th book in my head because it'll be funny. I'm gonna write it about this experience. But this is a new world, and Starscream knows her a little bit. She met her ex online, and I've heard that story before. And Starscream, I know you're younger than me. I think you're 33. I think you're actually the same age as JB. And so, and if you're shorter than him, then I don't know. Maybe if you like short guys, then you're taller than him. It's too bad he's passed out tonight because we got a good crowd here watching. And I'm glad. This is really, really no advertisement. Okay, I did a hidden message. But I didn't do anything on. This is the first time I never said anything to anybody on. This is what I told Isabella. I was like, I didn't go to Gramps. I was watching, and I did a hidden message on Gorf, and I'm not trying to take people away from Gorf. And JB said he was online, and it looked like his head was going down. And I'm like, okay, JB's out. And somebody sent a message to me. Hey, Blackie, you gotta go online? I asked Isabella, and she said, yeah, as long as you don't stay on forever. And I'm like, okay, good. And I was like, I'm doing this as a test. Having a beer, this is your time to say, everybody buy Blackie Fitzpatrick's book. Beer is one of my best fucking mods. You don't have to buy the book, but if you're rich, buy it. Hey, okay, this is a half joke. If you're rich, wouldn't you want to have this in your hand? Now I feel like I'm on Fox News. Nobody has to buy this, but wouldn't you want to have it in your hand? This is like perfect stuff for the toilet. Read this shit, and it actually says Blackie Fitzpatrick. This is the guy you're watching here. Okay, I have 8 watching. That means 8 people can buy this book right now. Great. Who cares? The money goes to Isabella. Everybody knows me anyway here. So the money goes to Isabella, and as a half joke, I don't really need the money, to be honest with you. I'm doing fine, so I'm not like begging. And I don't want to say any names out loud, but I'm not begging online for money. This is not Blackie Fitzpatrick style. But I do sell something, which is funny. So, hey, I have a box of chocolates. If you want to buy something, if you're like, oh, I'm needy, I have to buy something. Starscream says 5'11", almost too tall, but send me more pictures in my private email, BlackieFitzpatrick@gmail.com. No, I'm making a half joke. 5'11" is tall. Girlfriend, you're tall. I usually like short girls, but I'm trying to open my mind a little bit. And as I get older, I'm like, it's like Joy. Joy is like saying, oh, she likes fucking tall guys. And Isabel was like, yeah, I like tall guys. And I'm like, I want to get to the point, and JB's going to be having a real learning curve. When I take him to the nude beach, everybody's gorgeous. The lesson that I learned going to the nude beach, and I'm being honest right now, this is no joke. The lesson that I learned, actually on Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, the lesson that I learned by going to the nude beach is that everybody was created by God. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not religious. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm not religious. When I go to the new beach, we are all made from God. It's really quite simple. It's a simple, simple concept. And it feels a bit awkward, maybe, in the beginning. It's like, I'm sorry, going back to the new beach thing always. But when JB comes, I mean, maybe JB never went to a new beach. He's probably going to go, huh? I'm going to say, look, fucking nigga, fucking jerk off. And then fucking, in private, right? Jerk off, and then everything's going to be cool. Go into the woods. Correct. Beer says Blackie accepts nude pictures in his email. Females only. Laugh out loud. Correct. I don't want to see the guy. Look. No, Beer, that's a good joke. I like that joke. I see enough guys' dicks. I don't really care. They look kind of similar to my dick. And all the tits that I've ever seen from girls look kind of similar to my 3 ex-wives. So I'm like a doctor. Okay, I'm a doctor of music, but I'm a little bit of a doctor of looking at a human body. Who gives a fucking shit? But having said that, if you want to send me private pictures, make sure they're female only. Thank you, Beer, for reminding me of that one. Nobody's gonna. This is a good joke between Beer and me. Nobody's gonna send them. If you want to, though, that's fine. I would not post them. See, Beer, every girl's gonna think, oh, Blackie's gonna put it online. I have so much porn I can put online right now, and I will not do it. Why? Because I think I might get in trouble. So I'm not like the porn fucking king here. Going to the new beach in Vienna is normal. It's normal to not wear clothes. You can actually do it on the fucking bus. Can you imagine that? Nobody in America can. You can take at a certain point, there's a line. They draw a line. It says, I want to speak, I'll teach German to you guys for a second. It's called FKK, which means FKK, which means free, corpora, which means body, and then K again, which means culture. FKK, free body culture, which in America we call nude beach or nudists or naturalists or whatever, right? It's fucking, I'm sorry, this is catching my eye again. Having a beer says, Blackie accepts nude pictures in his email. Females only. That's such a fucking good joke, man. That's a fucking great joke. That's a good joke, Beer. Now, and it's a reality. Send me the pictures. I don't give a fucking flying fuck. Hey, we got Starscream to smile. That's always a good thing. Okay, here's the proof, at least in Austria. Here's the proof that after you finish a bottle of wine, that's a done deal. You're allowed to open up a good bottle of beer. So I'm going to say cheers to everybody again. And I'm back on the beer. I just had a handful of peanuts, so I got my protein. I'm still back. I'm back on the Atkins diet. I'm glad Heather's still in the house. Cheers. She says cheers. She says cheers. Cheers. I'm in a good fucking mood. You know what? After this, and I'm speaking British without the accent. After this bloody fucking stupid ass fucking wanks stankin' fucking week, it's fucking Friday, and everybody says thank God it's Friday, and I don't like to use the word God unless I mean it, but you know what? And I'm not a Catholic. Thank God this week is over. Okay? I'm watching with 7 friends. Praise the Lord. We lived to another week. And I know some people like to joke and call me Bishop Blackie, and that's fine. I like that. Praise the Lord. You know, I'll tell you a story, and it's true. I was walking through the streets of Vienna today, and there was this guy, and and Isabella didn't know the words. I was telling her the story, and she says, what? And I said, there was a guy, an Austrian guy, on a soapbox. And maybe Archie doesn't know this. Does Archie know the expression soapbox? I thought it was an American expression. Cheers, Star. This guy was on a soapbox, and I was like, wow, you don't see this shit every day in Vienna. I was like, the guy got on a soapbox. Who knows what soapbox means? Press 1. Who doesn't? Press 2. Then we'll talk about it. It's not very important, but I saw a guy today on a soapbox, and I was like, shit, the mofo's on a soapbox. And the police were there, and there was tons of people. He went on the soapbox. Okay, you guys know what it means. Star doesn't. Okay, good. I'll talk to you, Star. Yeah, Archie doesn't know. Canada, you don't know. Soapbox. Yeah. Kang wrote it. Just in case I'm slurring my words. This fucking guy, and he actually had good words. He was on a soapbox. And it's an expression. Soapbox means you go to a public place and you put yourself up, I don't know, maybe about 1 foot, and you talk to the people. And this guy was spreading the word of the gospel. Fine. But he said one thing that was quite, and I'm not trying to turn this into a religious show. I'm a Christian. I'm not religious. But he said something that I thought was beautiful, especially during this week. He said, I was walking, I was buying my fucking alcohol, and as I was passing the store, he says, what I heard was him saying, I would be a fool with the happiness that I saw. This is in German, I'm translating. He said, I would be a fool with the happiness that I saw with Jesus if I did not share it with you. And I thought to myself, he's right, actually. If you see the happiness in Jesus and you don't share that shit, he would be a fool. And I thought, damn. But this fucking, I was going to say nigga, but I won't. But this fucking asshole, this nigga, got onto the soapbox. He did the old soapbox trick. It's only about 1 foot. And he was like, and he's an Austrian guy, and he's yelling like crazy. And I was like, the nigga's making sense. And I liked it. But he's screaming and all that shit, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's what JB and me do. I'm a Christian, but I'm not religious. I'm not converting anybody. And this guy's on the street trying to convert people. God bless him. God bless him. But during the week that we had, if one can find happiness, and this is what this guy said on his soapbox, if one can find happiness through Jesus and through his Father God, hey, back of the net, man. Back of the fucking net. Soapbox City. That's why he went out there. He heard the story of what happened in America. He was like, look, he says, do not worry. He said, don't worry, everybody. Go to the Lord. Hey, I agree with that part. Go to church? Fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody who goes to a church. My parents go to church. I don't. My daughter goes to church. And I like that part. She should study this shit. But believe in it? The system of the church? The system that let down? The system that let down what happened in Florida? Okay. Starskin caught my attention. She says, a black guy at work once told me, a real nigga buys what he wants and begs for what he needs. Correct! Actually, never heard of soapbox. No, in America, soapbox is, and I'll tell you a story, and it's true. Hold on a second. Joy caught my attention now. There's a nude beach here, but it's where the homeless bath. Not good. And she has a grinding teeth thing. Uh, I'm sorry for that, Joy. Now, new beaches are hard to find in America, but they are available at some places. Uh, the one I have in Vienna, it's pretty fucking cool. But Bunker, the soapbox is, yeah, it's where a person gets to stand up and say their own point of view. It doesn't have to be like a Christian thing. It could be politics. Usually, it has to do with like um, just saying something. And my story was going to be, I got a challenge one time. I got a challenge one time when I was young. I'm saying young. I'm showing my age. When I was like 20 years old, 19 years old, I got a challenge, and someone said, "Hey, Blackie, can you go to the mall, stand on a soapbox, and say something for 30 minutes?" And my first reaction was to cover up what I was really feeling, and I was like, I can't fucking talk for 30 minutes. But they told me, they said, hey, it's a challenge for you. And I'm like, I got a lot of cool challenges. I loved it when I was younger. Can I jump off of a cliff from 50 feet in Massachusetts? That's a good challenge. And I've always said yes to the challenges that have been presented to me. Was I scared? Yeah. So one time I got onto a soapbox, and I realized the trick, which is what I'm fucking doing. What I'm doing now. What do you have to do on the soapbox at the fucking mall? Just make up bullshit and talk and try to keep somebody's attention. JB talks about it all the time. Try to be an entertainer and a performer. And as soon as you forget to say anything, you tell a stupid story like one time my younger brother used to snore. So you just think of any mindless bullshit and you just fucking talk. Joy brings up a great Joy Stewart brings up a great memory of mine. I love skating rinks. Remember disco skating? Correct. Big time, girlfriend. 70s, okay? This is why, and I'm sorry, I'm going to write it down again. Yes, I remember that shit. Archie puts his thumb up. Yes, I remember that shit. Okay? Yes, I remember that shit. Times were good. Good times. There's a TV show called Good Times, okay? The 70s. It was fucking great. Everybody can make fun of disco all they want. Guess what happened? It came back again. Make America great again. And I'm not talking to you guys, but I'm talking to anybody who doesn't understand this. Fucking figure this shit out, man. It was fucking good, man. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fuck yeah, Donna Summer. Back of the net. Okay? Bee Gees. Fucking... I'm sorry. I'm 49 years old, and I look back and I go, damn, the 70s. What were the 70s for me? I have so much great memories. And I wasn't even fucking 10 yet. As a child, I grew up in Massachusetts, right outside of Boston, and it was fucking fine for me, man. I had a mom, I had a dad. I grew up in the fucking happy days. I grew up in the fucking perfect family. I'm sorry for anybody who goes through, because I got 3 ex-wives. I tried to make the 70s happen again. So when I see Trump saying, let's go back to the early days, and I'm like, fuck you. That's why any problem that I have in my life is because we've moved into this culture where it's like, I'm gonna divorce you. Fuck off. And I'm sorry for any women who divorce guys because you think he's an asshole. Guess what? You have to try fucking harder. And Trump wants to work. And I'm sorry, but it has to go back to. I think I just pissed off a lot of people, and I'm sorry I said that out loud. If you get married, you make a promise. For anybody who's married, you know what I'm talking about. And for anybody who says, I know I made the promise, but I changed my mind, fuck off. Sorry, I have 3 ex-wives. They all made a promise, and they were like, changed my mind. Blackie, you're a fucking asshole. Great. You're fucking so fucking stupid you couldn't figure out I was an asshole when you married me? You figured it out now? No, I love skating. I'm sorry, I got off a little bit here. Okay, it's 5:13. I'm gonna shut it down at 5:30. Yeah, Heather's talking about great memories. Yeah, 80s to the 90s. I did ice skating. I'm sorry, Heather. I'm showing my age, but yeah, I did it from the 70s into the 80s. It was fucking great. You did it from the 80s to the 90s. It's great. It was really great stuff. It's really great stuff, especially Heather continuing downtown Chicago. Yeah, fucking A, man. If I was ice skating in Boston, I fucking loved it. Kanga's speaking the truth. Some don't show their true colors until married. Correct. Abia says, I changed my mind when I got to clap the crabs. Haha, divorce time for me. You know, it's, I mean, everybody, we all get a story. And this is why I like this crew. And I'm not trying to like tell everybody that I'm super great because I had 3 ex-wives. Maybe I'm the fuck up. I'm doing this chit chat because I don't know. Maybe I'll learn something. I'm not here as a prophet. JB ain't no prophet. Okay? I figured that out from the beginning. JB and me ain't no prophet. Gorf? Well, Gorf's got a fucking great voice. Ain't no fucking prophet. We ain't here for that shit. Maybe you guys are the prophet. We want to listen. We want to talk. We want to be heard. We want to listen to you guys and try to figure out. And this is why I studied philosophy at the University of Massachusetts. Why would I study philosophy? Oh, I need to figure out life. Why do I want to figure out life? Because when I was a kid, I realized that there's something wrong. And I wrote this on JB's page the other day. And I realized when I was a kid, I was like, my brain is starting to turn on. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm turning into a young adult. And there's something wrong with society. What is the problem? That's what philosophy is. That's what you guys are. We're all supposed to be here. We're all supposed to be here. And just say whatever the fuck you want. Throw it out. It's like, oh, I have an idea. Say it. I'm not going to ban you. My mods aren't going to ban you. You say it. You say, hey, Blackie, it's because of this. Good. Say it. We're supposed to fucking be open-minded people and fucking say whatever the fuck you want. Kang and Kang got it right. Sharing, honesty, openness, learning. Correct. Joy says, and I'm sorry for you because I read the end. Joy says, I took psychology and sociology, then worked for a fucking bank. Then you start counting money. And that's where they want us to go. Count money. Girlfriend, I worked for a fucking stupid restaurant. I shouldn't say that. It was a very popular restaurant. 3.5 years in America, 80 hours a week. Oh, what did I do? I counted money. Made a lot of money. Oh, I counted money. I didn't get anywhere with that. It really didn't help me. It helped me because I actually got the chance to do it so I could prove to myself. And I thought it was a waste. It wasn't a waste of time. It was a learning experience. And I was like, do I want to live in this world? That's the part of society I don't get. I'm like, no, I don't want to live in that world. Beer says, now Fitz, we are our own worst own critics. Correct. Heather says, beer, that's so true. I'm one of those people that wears their heart on their sleeve, and I'm always too hard on myself. Heather, have a fucking drink with us. Cheers, Heather. Cheers. Beer continues. Heather, it's a hard habit to break. That's a great song from Chicago. But I learned how to redirect it to make myself more successful. Good. Heather and beer, keep on talking, okay? Me too. Why do you think I'm living in Vienna? You think I'm here like for anything else because of my health? I'm living in Vienna for my health. And maybe that went over some people's heads. I'm living in Vienna for my health. I can be myself here. Who is Blackie? A music producer. Well, how much money have you made? Fuck off. What job titles do you have? Screw yourself. Do you care about your family? Fuck you. I talk to my mother and I talk to my fucking daughter every day. Why, you know, so I can do that rant all the time. I don't want to go down that rant. That's why I live here. I get work here, and it's good. And Heather and beer, you guys talk. Okay? It's a lovely planet that we have. Figure it out. Okay? For me, it means I live in Vienna. Figure it out. The planet is not that hard. We're in the first world. It's not that hard. Figure it out and fucking figure out where you should live. It could be Rhode Island. It could be fucking Texas. It could be Washington. It could be fucking Vienna. It's all the same ass first world shit. Joyce's credit card division. Funny story. Wife calls UP, says, what is this charge? ATV, entertainment. My computer listed it as adult entertainment strip club. Hubby made charge. I see smiley faces, so no comment. Beer says joy. I don't like to say that word out loud, but Beer says joy OMG. Laugh out loud. Yeah, ATB entertainment. Okay. Look. I'm going to show JB Entertainment. I'm going to take him to the fucking new beach here. We're going to do a live streaming. It's going to be fucking funny as shit. It's going to be a funny ass show. I know it's going to be funny. JB's going to be like, he's going to be so shy. I think JB's in bed. He's asleep right now. He's in bed. JB's going to be like, Nobody gives a flying fuck about what you look like without clothes here in Austria. Okay? There's a difference between a lot of places. But I got exposed to new beaches on Martha's Vineyard. And in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, it was great. Everybody was like, we don't care. Just don't get a fucking boner. It's really simple. Just don't get a fucking hard on. You don't get a hard on, fucking, you're fine. And you can walk around and go, oh, wow. And you can make the Rosie O'Donnell jokes if you want to. Who cares? You can make the, wow, she looks like fucking Pamela Anderson from fucking Baywatch. Who cares? You can make that guy has the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. Who cares? You can say that guy has the smallest dick I've ever seen in my life. Who cares? Um, okay, I have a correction to what I just said. Correct. Having a beer says JB won't sit down for a week after getting sunburn on the butt. I learned that years ago. Me too, beer. No, you're right. It won't be a week, but it'll be a couple of days. It's the first time his fucking Boston ass ever saw a sun. It doesn't hurt when you burn your dick, but his ass will fucking get burnt like a motherfucker. I got it. Okay, thank you. Beer says I should remind JB. Put sunblock on your fucking ass. Fuck your dick. Put it on, jerk off before, and then with sunblock, and then put it on your ass, and then you'll be able to walk. Otherwise, he will be crippled for a couple of days. Correct, having a beer. Kanga Kang says, butt abuse is racist. Correct. Joy says, sunburn butt not good. Correct. Correct. Okay, I got 7 minutes. I'm going to sign off, guys. Now, you guys are cool. I got a small crowd here, but this is like, Jebby always says, no advertising. But he's a moderator at Gramps. I'm not a moderator at Gramps, and today I just decided I'm going to see what happens when I turn on. And now I'm slowly going to turn off. But a good crowd. And I heard somebody say, hey, Blackie, you going on? And I was getting bored at Kanga. No offense. Excuse me, not Kanga. I was getting bored at Gorf a little bit. And maybe I shouldn't say that because he's probably playing me right now. And I don't really care. But I was getting tired. And I'm getting tired again. So I'm going to slowly say bye-bye to you guys. No, Kanga, I'm going to go back to what Kanga says because that really catches my eye. Butt abuse is racist. Yes, it's fucking racist. Butt abuse. That's what is butt abuse? Boy, I can go down a lot of streets with that line. But the real butt abuse is the abuse of ignoring sun to someone's butt. Beer's giving thumbs up to Heather. Joy is preempting me. I'm gonna put on my music and say bye bye pretty soon. Joy is saying good night all, with a bunch of kisses, and we love you, Joy. You're one of the good girls, okay? And Heather says, I had bad sunburn on my back once. I was 21 and worked construction. That means you're a redneck. After being in the sun wearing tank tops, working, I took a shower and my skin, that's a word I never heard before, and my skin, I'm going to say flopped off like jelly. Sloshed? I don't know that word. Flopped off like jelly. It hurts so bad. Correct. Now you got to be careful when you get a fucking real fucking Florida sunburn. Even up north, when you get a real fucking sunburn, as a white motherfucker like all of us, you got to be careful about the shit. This is one of the funny things I loved about my job as a waiter. I shouldn't say I loved it because it wasn't really. No, it was kind of comical. Is that these asses would show up and they'd be like, what's the best drink here? Margarita. We're in Florida. Let's get a margarita. And I look at the guy and I'm like, damn, the motherfucker is so burnt. We call them lobster backs. Okay? In Massachusetts, we say lobster back. And I'm like, damn, motherfucker's a lobster back. I'm like, fuck. And he doesn't feel it yet because he's still in shock. His body's going, Then you wake up the next day and you can't move. But at the nude beach, if your ass never saw any sun, your dick will be fine. But your ass, if your ass freezes up, you can't walk. It's fucking hilarious. It's totally hilarious. Okay, I'm missing a couple of things here, but I got a good crowd here, and these are all my favorite people. I'm seeing Kanga, Heather, all good people. Archie, Beer. I'm going to slowly sign up because I got a 3-minute song. You guys know my song. And, hold on, I got a comment from Beer. Beer says, Heather, ouch. Take it from a Florida redneck. Correct. Get that blue aloe gel. Hey, aloe is great. In Florida, you need aloe. Yeah, Heather, you're hanging out in Tampa. Aloe should be your best friend. Buy the flowers or buy the gel. Get that blue aloe gel in a tube and put it on when you get home out of the sun. You look like you're Haitian, but the sting goes away fast. Correct. Tanga's preempting everything. I'm going to say good night. You guys were really, really super great. Thank you for my late show. But I got really a little bit bored watching it. No, Gorf was cool and everything, but he's got such a long show. And if I talk like this all day, I'll even make my fucking girlfriend fall asleep. Isabella, what are we having for dinner? Is that macho? I'm sorry, I'm making a half joke. You guys are all fucking great. And Blackie Fitzpatrick signing off now from Vienna. 5:29. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Blackie Fitzpatrick signing off from Vienna, 5:33 in the morning. We might find some of us at Gramps. If not, I will find you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ciao from Vienna.